Yep. Hi, gang. How's it going? So, we are in rush hour traffic in Dar es Salaam. So, if you know me for 1 second in my life, you know I don't do big cities. Well, Dar has the same population as New York City. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of traffic. But more importantly, Dar is a city that has less than 25 traffic lights with 8.3 million people. They don't have traffic lights. So, and it's 5 p.m. Here, 5:24. So just imagine, we just had a fantastic meal that took, a while, because eating here is an experience. So since it's going to be a while and trying to get back to our hotel, I thought we'd go live from here so everybody could tell you about our day out and about. And we lost one this morning. Not lost him. We know where he is. He should be pretty close to Qatar about now. But John left this morning, so he's the first one to leave. And we're sad. We're missing him already. But he's on the way to finish his vacation. He still has 2 more weeks. But he's doing it in Australia. And his first stop's Perth, I think. So, all right. I'm going to let Miss Peace over here give you guys some talking to.
Hello, everybody. Hello from Dar es Salaam. Hi, how are you people? So it has been a good day again. We're in a traffic jam.
You can talk about yesterday too, because we didn't do it live.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe I can talk about yesterday, our trip to Zanzibar. It was a kind of a trip. Beautiful, but emotion too. Because it was my first time. It was my first time in Zanzibar. I've never been there. So it was kind of a sad day or emotion day to me because of those stories. Because we normally learn the slaves market in primary school and secondary school. Like, I think it's partial. We don't go deep. We didn't know it was like that, what we had yesterday. So it was kind of emotion to learn that people went through all those stuff. It was so hard. I mean, we saw the place, the real thing. Like, they were staying here. They were kept here in this small room. Like 75 people could stay in a, I don't know the measurement or the stuff, but it was a small place where they kept 75 people for a week. No going outside, no going nowhere, just chained inside. So it was so sad, but we learned. I learned, and yeah, we got new experience of Zanzibar. We visited the Stone Town, the town tour. We had the town tour. It is good for people to stay there, but I will recommend people to go and have a night instead of a day trip, because there is a lot of things to see in Zanzibar, and it is different. It is different in Moshi, because when you come visit Moshi town or Arusha, we will be driving in the car. There's a driveways, but in Zanzibar you just park your car somewhere and then you have to walk. You're passing through the street by walking. No roads for the cars, so you are walking the whole day. It is hot, but it's good experience. I would recommend for people who want to go to Zanzibar to have at least 2 to 3 nights, and then you can visit. You can see everything, because we couldn't manage to go to the prison islands because of the time. So, in short, the trip was amazing. To me, I learned more history. I learned more than I learned in school. I learned in school, so that was good to me. And today we just had a leisure day. Like we went to buy some medicine for Tafcom. We are from now having a good lunch at the beach. It's nice here and there if we go to the beach, but not inside, not in town. The town has a lot of traffic. Right now we left the place where we ate like 10 minutes ago, and we haven't walked even a mile. We are just in a traffic. So yeah, that's for me. Thank you. Have a good day, people. I love you all. Back to Laura.
Hello, everyone. Today is definitely better than the end of yesterday. I'll tell you about that. But when we went to Zanzibar, it was two things. Well, we visit the Stone Town, which is what Peace was talking about. You know, where the slavery, you know, where they were buying, you know, brought the slaves and auctioning them off and everything. So that was pretty emotional. But then, I mean, you just turn down the street and it's like a big market, vendors everywhere, and everybody wants you to buy. I mean, and it was very narrow. You certainly couldn't get, like she was saying, you couldn't get a car down there, so you had to walk. So it was intense. The second thing I remember too is I have never seen so many cats. They were everywhere.
Lisa would have loved it.
Yeah, my sister Lisa would have loved it. I mean, every time you turned around, there were not just one cat, 2 cats, 3 cats. I think we went down to the park, and I think we stopped counting when we hit 10 in just that little area. Going over to Zanzibar, the trip probably took us an hour 45 minutes to get over there. Not a huge problem. You know, we got a little rough water for about 2 minutes, no problem. But going back, we got on that ship and it started rocking and rolling right from the get-go. And a lot of us were sick on the little ferry boat. It was pure agony for the hour and 45 minutes.
And it was not a little boat.
It was not a little boat. No, it was not.
And there were a lot of people sick.
Kathy seemed to think it. She snapped some pictures. But it was a long trip back. But once we stopped and, you know, rolling, you know, I recovered pretty quickly. I didn't really eat dinner. Kathy's probably going to talk about her amazing dinner, seafood dinner she had last night. I just had naan bread. That's it. And I was good to go. Today we had a good breakfast, and then we headed out, you know, back town to, you know, the city center in Dar. And like Pete said, we did our medicine shopping. And tomorrow we leave to go and stop off in Hadmini and see Isaiah, and then we head back to the hotel in Sami. So we've got a very long drive tomorrow. Coming from Sami to Dar, it took us like 9 hours when we came, so hopefully it's a little bit better going out because we're not going to be in rush hour. So that's it for me, and here is Mark.
Thank you, ma'am. Well, lucky for you, you can barely see me in the shadows here. So I'm doing well. They've pretty much covered everything that's been going on. I didn't go to Zanzibar. Sunday, today's Tuesday. Sunday was whatever the African cousin is to Montezuma got his revenge on me and just had a bad stomach day. So, but it was in passing. Thankfully, not sick. Feeling good today, and enjoyed the sightseeing and things that we got to do today. Shopping, and hard to think about. I start heading home on Friday, and I've already been thinking, you know, kind of dreading it. This is draining in a lot of ways here, but rewarding at the same time. So I'm really looking forward to getting on the planes and all that flight time and then getting back to quote unquote reality. But we do it, and thank you for being here with us, for all your support, and hopefully we'll start planning soon for next year's trip. That's it for me. I'm going to see if I can show you the traffic as we head out, which is just sort of, everybody just goes wherever they can go, right? You know, you fit in, and I hope you can see. I don't know what I'm showing you, but it's interesting, yeah. If somebody finds a small little gap, they fill it quickly. So motorcycles, tuk-tuks, cars, trucks, buses, just like that. Right there, right on you. Anyway, here's Kathy.
I'll flip the camera around. I'll flip the camera around as I talk because y'all know what I look like and you can see what we're experiencing here. So remember, this is the capital city, and this is like their US 1 for those of you on the east coast of Florida. The beach is right behind them over there. Not far on that side. So, but you'll see they go down every, the side of you going both ways. It's pure insanity. It's just absolutely, and again, those of you that know me know I don't do well with the whole claustrophobic thing. So, yeah, it's a little bit of that. But I will talk a little bit about yesterday because I think there's some stuff I want everybody to know. So yesterday was both Hassan and Pisa's first time to Zanzibar, which some of you are going to be like, well, they live there. Well, it's a long, long way from across the country, right? It's kind of like people that live in Florida and never go to Washington, D.C. or never go to Seattle, Washington or California. So there's that part, and it was incredibly emotional and just visceral in your stomach, you know, seeing man's inhumanity to man, and also knowing that history, just without remembering it and without teaching it, we repeat it, right? And that's terrifying, absolutely terrifying. But it was an interesting day. The ferry was not, I don't want you guys to think this was like the Mayport ferry. This was a high-speed ferry that holds 1,500 people. And Laura's not exaggerating. When it started rocking and rolling, it really did. And I for some reason, I just don't get that kind of seasickness or anything. But although Laura went down the first of the group, there were people barfing all over the boat. they were literally tossing throw up bags, empty ones, you know, like airplane bags, around the boat. And so in the middle of traffic person. Ooh, we did. We found a traffic person in the middle of literally as Laura's being sick. My phone goes off and it's Amelia and Jackson and Garrett FaceTiming me. So I'm like, I gotta talk. So I was 3 rows behind, so it was okay. But when I got off the phone, I was gonna get up to check on Laura, and John was pretty white, and I looked to my left and down, and there are just people the whole length of the boat sitting on the floor with their head, like, you know, between your knees, like you do on a plane when you put your head down when you're motion sick. And I was like, I'm probably not standing up. So it was definitely, it was not good. And Shane started feeling bad on the boat, and so I think he might have a combination of motion sickness and a little stomach virus, some Montezuma stuff going on for him. So he's been at the hotel today recovering, but we just got a text that he's feeling better and he's taking meds. So he's going to get, hopefully everybody's going to be well tomorrow, because there are not bathroom breaks. Like it's not like we have a bunch of bathrooms to stop at. So we're just going to hope for the best for that. But today we did get out and we got meds, and the boys did go to a museum for a short space in time, and we fueled up with gas, and we spent some time at the beach, and we had a lovely, lovely meal now. So it was lunch, and I know I told you it's 5:30. We got there about 3. But you should know their dinner time here at the hotel, they start serving dinner at 7:30. And I never asked Peace what time she ate.